Who doesn't like that song? NYWC, I am the administrator of the NYWC. Message board, Robert Lottie. NYWC's 2014 edition of Hotter Than Hell. So that things are really getting hotter than hell, and no pun intended, at NYWC. We kick off the show with the juicy product, JT Dunn and David Starr defeating Milk Chocolate, a very contested matchup, and it was a return bout from last month's Trust No One, with Juicy Product once again retaining their tag team championship. Next up, Reckless and Wasted JT Kaysen was set to go one-on-one with the Lariat DJ Hyde, and JT was trying to show DJ how to party a little bit. He even brought those little party or happy birthday hats. Well, much to Kaysen's chagrin, Hyde was not amused, and Hyde defeated Kaysen with his lariat. Up next, the A-listers' J-Red comes out, and he talks about his former tag team partner J-Ro, earning Stockade's respect last month after the Last Man Standing match. J-Red claiming that, he was the better half of Boats and Hoes, and that J-Ro shortened his name because of J-Red, and J-Red challenged Stockade to come on out. Stockade did come out, and basically he got into a bit of a brawl with J-Red, which I believe resulted in, I think, Stockade tore J-Red's tank top off. Could be wrong about that point, but the rest of the A-listers, Absolute Alvin, Ultimo Maya, and Kano hit the ring until Team Tremendous, Bill Carr and Dan Barry, hit the ring to the theme from Beverly Hills Cop. And at one point, J-Red's placed in a chair, and Barry notices my megaphone and basically does a little interrogation on J-Red, asking him questions like, why does he dress like an idiot? Why do he use profanity in front of children? And eventually, the fun and games stop when Crusher Dugan, Aria Cadenza, and Athletic Inc. Incorporated, Matt Justice and Jesse Vane, come out, and Dugan takes a microphone and he tells Stockade, there are things I know about you don't want everyone to know. So unless you want to tell, if you don't tell them, I will get out of the ring. And Stockade left the ring, and then Dugan had Vane and Justice have a match with Team Tremendous and announced that Apollyon was not in the building. The match was on, and Team Tremendous defeated Athletic Incorporated in a very good matchup. Up next, we saw Ultimo Maya defeat Habali Jr. in another great match these two guys have with each other. After the match, Ultimo offered his hand, and Habali shook it, so I guess that feud is over. In a, mixed tag team match, co-Starlet champions Boy Diva Rick Cataldo and Marty Bell defeated J-Ro and Chrissy Rivera. After the match, Rivera German suplexed Bell, and Sammy Pickles, who was in the corner of Rowe and Rivera, hit Cataldo with a Code Red powerbomb. Up next, we saw the Desolate One, Rex Lawless, defeat the King of Swerve, Shane Strickland, in a good matchup. And it looked like Rex's gear had some Rob Zombie-esque images on it. Then we had taken intermission at that point, and after intermission, Francis Kipling Stevens was ready to come out for a matchup, and security had seemingly thrown out Vitko, Jimmy Van Leemer, and Joey Conway out of the building. Francis took the microphone, and he was looking right at the camera, and all of a sudden he gets caned from behind by, I believe, Vitko, and turned out the three guys that security showed the back door to apparently was all a decoy, as Vitko, Van Leemer, and Conway did a number on poor Kip, and Kip eventually tried to chase them out, tries to go out the back door to go after them, and security stopped him, and I don't know where they're going to go with this, and I'm getting a little tired of it. I mean, it's either get these guys back on the roster and do it in the ring, or just do away with this whole thing. Next up, the seasoned veteran Grim Reaper defeated A-listers' Kano in a pretty good matchup. Up next, the Premier Gods. Greek God Papadon and Premier athlete Tony Nese hit the ring. Papadon takes the microphone and says they were scheduled to have a 2 out of 3 fall match with Battlestar Galactica, but Drew Gulak was unable to show. The Premier Gods then challenged a Juicy Product to have a match, to come out and defend the belts against them right then and there. Juicy Products come out and they say, "No, how about you guys wrestle Milk Chocolate, and the winning team will face us next month." The match was on, a very good matchup, but then all of a sudden, Battlestar Galactica's Chainsaw Joe Gacy hits the ring, attacking both Premier Gods and both members of Milk Chocolate, and claiming that that Battlestar Galactica wants in on the tag title hunt. So it'll be interesting to see where that one goes. Up next, in a singles matchup, the Stallion Anthony Lacerra defeated #Absolute Alvin in a one-on-one matchup. During this matchup, I noticed security were getting on the case of two young ladies. I think one of them may have been Lacerra's girlfriend, attempting to film the match and all. I don't know if Lacerra was distracted by that at all, but he did remain focused on the matchup. Up next was the main event. No Fear Mike Mondo and Flawless Blake Morris did battle with the Big O and Mikey Whipwreck. At one point, O accidentally knocked Whipwreck off the apron. O tried to tag Whipwreck near the end, and Whipwreck surprisingly jumped off the apron and basically let O hung out to dry, as for the second time in his time in 2+ years, Big O has been pinned by No Fear Mike Mondo. After Mondo and Morris left the ring area, Whipwreck came back out and nailed O with the whippersnapper. Personal notes time. It's great having my cousin Edward come out for a show. Great sitting next to Greg and Sarah Gruber. Great seeing Jamie, Troy Thompson, FSW champion, Man of Steel, Mike Verna. Shane, I don't think I did catch him or John Curse, but they were there. Dan Acosta. Fred. A lot of people were not in attendance for this show. Don't know any particular reason why. Well, I guess we could say it's time for some memorable quotes. "You're sucking it right now." This lady in the front row to JT Dunn during their match with Milk Chocolate. "Hear a lot of you collect things like this." Crusher Dugan when he dropped part of J-Red's tank top right in front of me during the match between Athletic Inc. and Team Tremendous. Botchamania moment. Kano after I said Botchamania during the match between Lacerra and Absolute Alvin. Okay, I'd like to say AJ Orsini did very good filling in for regular ring announcer Jason Linnick. But I have to say, why is it every month, no matter who's ring announcing, why we have these crappy, cheap microphones? We always have a problem every month, it seems. Every time this happens, I don't know if the microphones keep cooping out or there's something wrong with it. If things keep going like this, you may have to use my megaphone to introduce the wrestlers. I mean, this is getting rather silly. Well, NYWC is having two events coming up. On Friday night, September 19th, they return to the Islip Fire Department for a fundraiser. Truck Stop Brawl, I think's the name of the show. And they return to the Sportatorium on Saturday night, September 27th, with Till I Collapse. Now, here's my wish list for Till I Collapse. I'd like to see... Well, here we go. I'd like to see Stockade go one-on-one with Absolute Alvin. I'd like to see... Oh man, the Premier Gods against Battlestar Galactica, maybe in the 2 out of 3 Falls match. I like to see Anthony Lacerda go one-on-one with DJ Hyde. I like to see Sammy Pickles take on Marty Bell. Chrissy Rivera take on Aria Cadenza. Ultimo Maya against the Grim Reaper. Big O in a 3-way with Mike Mondo and Mikey Whipwreck. And I don't know who I could think of for Rex Lawless, who could challenge him for his Fusion Championship. Oh, I'm sorry. I see Milk Chocolate against Team Tremendous. I would... Oh, forgot. Great seeing Steven Scogan at the show. I definitely feel this was better than Trust No One last month. Damn it. Well, I guess that's gonna do it from here. So looks like, you know, NYWC rules, and let's hope they keep this momentum going.